Gashi.
I hate you. Why do you like to talk shit about the intro music?
I just thought that was more fun than listening to,
Good thing the
like
volume
you're
was all the
riding an
way up.
elevator. Huh?
Good thing the music was all the way up so you could barely hear what you were
Oh, don't
saying.
worry. Anything can be fixed in post.
Wow, that's okay. All right. If
Don't
that's
worry
how you
about that,
feel.
sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Anyways, are you going to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi y'all. You know who it is. It's your boy, DJ Batty
Batty
B on the
B.
mic. Bringing it to you like we always do, even though we didn't last week.
I'm so
We sorry.
sorry.
It's
Yeah,
not my
life
fault,
is,
y'all.
it's
Life is
kind of your
lifing.
fault. It's kind of our fault. It's kind of life's fault.
That's why I
It's
said life is
life's fault.
lifing. Life is
Mm-hmm.
lifing.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the girls are defrosting and it's giving back to being outside to the point where you're missing deadlines. No, y'all. It's the girls are back. One of the girls is back doing corporate. So
Okay,
we gotta
like
be on
fully in
we gotta be on her
office.
time. We gotta be on her time if we want to
Fully
do
in
this anymore.
office. Yeah, like it's really like going back to the 2020 dupe vibe.
Okay, let's actually get into it. How are you? How have you been? How's your week? What's it like being back in corporate America?
Corporate America is such a mixed bag because first of all, I'm commuting, so that just adds like 2 hours
What's
to
that?
just the
I
morning.
I don't know
Yeah.
her, never met her, never seen her.
Yeah, she's not easy, but I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and I just kind of feel like
That should
the
be
early
illegal.
bird in me is like, finally, I missed this. I'm
It's
not
been
gonna
too
lie.
long.
Yeah, like I really was like, oh my God, I used to be an early bird. I don't know what happened. And not
Well,
having
I
a
guess
job
you.
that forced me to wake up that early is what happened.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I kind of like it, of course, going to sleep extra early, coming home and feeling like you gotta wrap up your night is not the best, but overall my job is like I kind of like it. Like it's really not a bad job. The hours are kind of crazy.
Are you? Wait, are you good to like tell like what you do? Is like NDA? You
Oh
can't say
yeah.
shit.
No, 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 no. I do social media for a few game shows. Um
Yeah,
yeah,
y'all.
that's the
If
right
you
social media manager
she's a social media manager for
for Fox First
the
Run.
period.
Yes,
The
yes,
manager from
yes.
manager or logistics for manager.
Yeah, so I just think that
Corporate
in the first
Aaron.
quarter, we should just make sure that we're seeing an increase in quarterly views, just because otherwise it's like we're going to lose subscribers and followers. They're not going to know who we are anymore. So if we can just make sure that we're posting consistently 3 times a day on every platform, YouTube,
No, you
TikTok,
literally
Twitter,
sound.
Facebook,
You literally
anything
sound
you
like
can think of,
corporate Aaron.
Snapchat, go live, like do what you need to do. Yeah.
You
And it's
literally
going to be
sound like
me
corporate
giving my
Aaron.
presentations.
Cringe. Cringe. But so you were
um
saying like you're commuting, you're getting back into early birding.
Yeah, all of that. And it's tiring, definitely, but also
It's
like
exhausting.
it's not like my job is asking for a lot, like especially physically from me.
How dare they
Um
to ask you to work? Like, do they not know? Like, you're just a girl.
I'm just a girl in a world, like relax. And I really like enjoy the environment right now. I think that really helps. I enjoy the environment. I think that's the biggest thing. So yeah, it's only been 2 weeks, so honeymoon phase, but I'm hoping I feel like I'm getting a gist of what it's gonna give. It's
No,
definitely
girl.
feasible. We're just gonna see how long my ADHD and can allow me to do this before she's
Listen,
like, new, I need something new.
black girl boredom kicks in. Listen,
I know.
honeymoon phase lasts 90 days. After the 90 days, you're out of the probationary period, and you can be your real self and be
Did
like,
you
all
see
right,
that?
girl.
That person posted a Family Guy clip where the white people unzip themselves and unveil
And
their
if they're
black
black people,
selves.
literally, that's
That's
every
me
black
after
person at a
90 days.
corporate job in
Yes.
America. Like after 90 days, like After 90 days, baby, I am no longer the hardworking, diligent,
Mm,
super okay with the team like player. I'm like, bitch, I'm here to collect a check and then go home. I don't owe you
period.
people nothing.
Period.
So, but congrats to you on the new gig. I
Thank
know
you.
you were going back and forth about whether it was right for you. I'm just happy you get to stay in Atlanta a little bit longer.
I think I made the right decision because the other job is like still emailing me onboarding stuff, and I've told at least 3 people there that I am not
Mm,
accepting that
it's giving
position.
it's giving disorganized.
Exactly. So,
So good for you,
yeah.
girl. I'm
Yes,
happy
but
for
how are
you.
you? You the OG corporate baddie,
You
honey.
know, um, how am I is a very good question.
Mm,
I am doing my best is the way I can put it. I'm doing my best.
with what you
Um,
got.
mhm. You know me. It's very hard for me to like last a year, whether by choice or by force at a job.
Mm, a
It,
testimony.
y'all, listen. Kiki Palmer may be Miss Keep a Job, but I'm Mister Got It. Always got a job. Um, if you've known me, like I job hop like a motherfucker, and like a year plus at this gig, and I don't see me letting it go anytime soon.
Wow.
Not, I know. Hearing
This
that come
is
from me is like,
who
remember
even
when I
are
said
you?
remember when I said like we turn if you're turning a serious age in 2024 and your life isn't serious, get it together. Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I really had to like have like a sit down conversation with myself and be like, okay, bitch, like the job's going like I'm like in projects in spaces, but also at the same time, there's no. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm loyal. There is no loyalty in 2024 with jobs. Maybe they can let you go like that. I can quit like that. But
Mhm.
um, I'm definitely enjoying certain aspect of the job a little bit more. That's all I'll
Nice.
say.
I love that.
But outside of work shit, I don't know. I'm defrosting.
Say
Like
more.
Thursday in Atlanta was like 72 degrees, clear skies.
Mm, talk about it.
When I tell you, my body started itching and said, "Where are we gonna be?" And sure enough, by Thursday evening, I had a plan. I was outside. I, I was at a
Hours later.
I was at a restaurant rooftop with a drink in hand and food on my plate. I said, "Yup,"
Mm, mm, mm.
and I
All
was
of a
walking
sudden,
around
life is worth living. Yeah.
that part.
And the time
That part.
changed. The sun is setting at like 8, 9.
Oh,
Like,
listen. You know that
yeah.
feeling after like you spend some time with your friends and like just like having a quick little chat catch up in like person, and then you're just like, oh, I just needed to see my friends, I'll be fine.
Like,
I
I
don't
can
need to,
smell the roses now.
yeah,
Yes.
that like when that time change really was just like it for me. I'm just like, oh yes, it's
Mm.
getting warm, it's getting nice, and I'm just like, the girls are gonna be okay, the
You
girls are
know,
gonna
I
be
had a
okay.
we all hung out last night, right? And then when I went to sleep, I had a dream that we were all hanging out. We were like catching a train to go somewhere, just going on adventures. It was so fun.
Do you know that's so crazy that you said that, because I had a dream last night. Mine was very different.
What?
Apparently, we raided the Hermes store and I got a Birkin.
That's your poo shiesty dream.
Babe, I was outside doing hood rat shit with my friends.
Honey, I had a dream that we all came together and you had a dream.
We came together for a reason, to get my hands on
Okay.
a Birkin,
Mm.
literally. And it was just like, and the thing was, it was like, it wasn't just me who was going for who like for the bags. Like our friend Coco, she was also like, she was one of the first people to be like, "Oh, they ready to earn." I said, "Oh,
It's
uh,
giving
it,
purge.
that exactly that." I was like, "Oh my god!"
That is so
Like,
crazy. Because my dream was definitely like us frolicking on the streets, catching trains, being like, ooh, let's go to this spot. Like, yay! Like, we're all together, we're happy, we're singing.
meanwhile, and we're colored. Give me a high five. That is actually wild. I love us. But speaking of getting into hood rat shit with my hood rat friends, girl, let's get into
Yes.
what's on the timeline. Um, so this past week has been spring break for a lot of the girls, who are still in the schools and the colleges, and Miami done broke up with spring break. They said y'all hoes done fucked our city up way one too many times.
Shut
Get
it
the fuck out.
down. Shut
To
it
the point
down.
where the city had to come out with an entire like
A
breakup
curfew
video.
policy? Oh.
No, they came out with a breakup video and posted it. All like the city of Miami said, "It's not me, it's you. Maybe, we can revisit this relationship when you're a little bit older and you want to you've got your own kids and you want to come, but I think for right now I can't do it anymore." And it like I was like, this is actually kind of a key cuz like this is cute. This is kind of smart. Whatever, little gay ass intern that they had that was like, we should do a breakup video. And definitely should definitely
So it
get a
was
raise for that.
literally like saying that?
Yeah, it was just like it was like POV shots of like citizens of Miami like breaking like kind of like doing a breakup with like spring breakers.
Wow.
I was like, this is actually kind of smart. But yeah, but apparently like the girls are still going, and I've been seeing videos that like it's a lot chiller. It's not as crazy. Like the
Heard.
South Beach isn't as wild. Like, the main strip is not as, insane as it usually is. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, does this mean that like maybe I might be able to go to Miami with my friends and it not be buck wild nonsense?
Oh my God, because you know that was our thing. It's we're never going to Miami together ever in
Oh no
life.
no no no! Ever in life,
Not.
if you love me and you consider yourself my friend, do not invite me on a trip to Miami. But now, like now that I'm seeing the city's low key healing, I'm like, okay,
Maybe.
maybe Miami might be it.
She
It
might
might
be a
be a
little
cute.
cute.
She might be a cute little vibe for like a weekend. We're not that far, so
Honestly, yeah, we really could if we wanted.
we really could. But yeah, so that's also but also again, since Miami is shut down and is not allowing spring breaker not shutting down, but since they're cracking down on spring breakers, these motherfuckers are deciding to come to Atlanta.
No, 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 no. I rebuke. No.
I
Stop.
have been
Full
seeing
stop.
I have
No.
been seeing like videos of people like come with me to spring break to Atlanta with my friends. I'm like, the hell you doing? We ain't got nothing for you. Baby,
No.
all I can do, is pray for you. Everybody bow your heads. Amen. Get the fuck out.
Elena, it's too packed for you, host. Do you know how long it took me? 2 hours to get to work. My job is 35 minutes away. And one day, it took me 2 hours. We are full. We have no space. Stay
Go home.
home.
Go home,
Freaknik is
Roger.
over. Atlanta has never given that. Don't let
Hey,
the media fool you.
don't let this
Please.
Hulu documentary let you think there's a resurgence. No, baby, not
I
here.
swear to God, I will also be in that petition and fight this Hulu documentary if it makes people think that they need to come over here. No
No.
more. We're at capacity. Where is Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms? We need
Keisha
her.
would have had this city on lock. Who do
We
we have right
know.
now? Is it what's his name? Is it not Brian Adams? That's the New York mayor,
I don't
right?
remember his name, which is honestly shameful, but more so on his part, I think.
No, what are you
Um,
talking about? You don't know his name. That man is a celebrity. He be in a club. He be in the sections in New York. Apparently, he got a whole nother nonsense. But Keisha Lance Bottoms would have had Atlanta
Andre
on lock.
Dickens.
Yes, that's our this the new
Andre
Atlanta.
Deshaun Dickens. Come on, with that black
Ooh,
name. Blackety black 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 name. Period.
girl, you know what that sound like?
Hmm.
That sound like a blackish character name.
Andre Deshaun Dickens, get you. You know they gotta have a side character. No, it's gotta be on Abbott now. It's an Abbott character now. It's a mama
Mm,
trying to to take up her child and be like, Andre Deshaun Dickens, get your, because that is just such a, like, yes, you got to
Black
say the
mother,
full three
like.
names, honey. Yes.
But like, yeah, the kids are coming to Atlanta, and I'm like, I don't know why. Please don't. We're full. Like, we ain't got nothing for you but lamb chops, red velvet waffles, and Hennessy margaritas.
Well,
That's
now we
all we
got
got.
hibachi that, getting you turned, as they
Y'all, they are
forced
trying to
volcano.
niggify hibachi. Me and one guess she done pulled up to this hibachi spot in her neighborhood, mind you.
Right. This is the Metro Atlanta suburbs, okay? Not even
We pull
in.
up and like we go into the hibachi place and it's just like, listen, I love being in a space and it's just black people. And I was just like, oh, I like this. It's nice. But there was powerful niggatry at work because why did the hibachi chef come out with a speaker
Honey.
blasting? Was it Young Thug?
Glow. It was
Yeah,
all the
yeah, Glow,
hibachis
stop in the hood. Say that. I said, yeah. I was like, at the hibachi?
at the hibachi.
At the hibachi?
We were sitting with the whole family. Like, they got their 5-year-old, their 7-year-old, their newborn, barely can pick up his own head. Like, I'd be like,
And then,
yeah,
mind you,
Glow,
then
been
the
there.
little kids started singing along. And I was like,
They did. They got me lit. I was like, oh, you're right. This is a vibe.
bruh, I was so
Curbing, not curbing,
confused.
honey.
Curbing and curbing or curb. I was like so mind boggled. I said, what is happening? I'm said, we need to put a moratorium in this city on trying to turn every experience into a nightclub. Have you seen that lady who was doing the she did a video of like this nail salon that she went to and they were doing Hennessy pedicures. You saw that to the point where even the brand Hennessy commented
Where they were
on
pouring Hennessy into like
like the
her
foot
foot.
bath,
Yes.
yes. Hennessy literally like quote tweeted that video and said, "Enough is enough." They literally like just put a said no, period, stop.
They about to ban Hennessy. They about to be like, no more imports to Atlanta. We
Hennessy is
cannot,
about
for
to
the greater good.
rebrand. Hennessy is about to rebrand and be like, like y'all niggas can't have shit. Like y'all can't have this no more. Like no.
Yeah,
But
no.
that's
But
all.
they can't
That's
afford to leave Atlanta. I mean, we're like 90% of their sales probably.
the,
So.
the brunch place is enough. The Hennessy margarita is enough.
Did you see the menu where Hennessy was in literally every platter? Chicken and waffles, lobster, everything. Grits, like everything
And
had
apparently,
Hennessy.
the chef was like the reason why is because he was hoping Hennessy would like try to like be like a corporate sponsor for it because it was an event menu that he was
Mm-hmm.
offering. And literally, even then, Hennessy commented. They said, "Okay, enough is enough on that too."
Atlanta?
I,
Atlanta has a problem.
literally. I'm like, no more. So if any spring breakers want to come to Atlanta, that's all we got for you. And if that sounds like a vibe for you, let me just let you know it's gonna take you 2 hours to get anywhere.
Anywhere, babes. Anywhere. This is not Freaknik. They're not stopping in traffic, grilling on the highway. There's a lot more palms here now that
Oh,
will call the police. So stop. Full
and
stop.
GSP will chase you down and crash your car and crash their car and crash 50 other cars
Oh,
and not give a fuck.
not care, honey. Just because they're like, finally, something to do. We love this.
They be like, I've been bored all day. I've been waiting. I feel like
Right.
GSP is definitely a bunch of dudes who like were way into Grand Theft Auto.
No, GSP is a bunch of dudes who couldn't get any women growing up. They were losers at their school, and now they have a superiority complex because they got a badge on themselves, and they take it out and they project their inner unhealed childhood trauma on the people that they pull over.
Period. You better come for GSP. Period.
And that's
And
actually that's 75% of the police force, but
but
we'll just
GSP
talk about them for
specifically,
now.
I don't. The reason why I said they is a bunch of dudes who's way to Grand Theft Auto is because the way these motherfuckers drive, like they ain't got their lives to worry about everybody else's lives.
Okay, they
They
be
be scaring the
swerving. I'm like, that's why
baby.
y'all wanted the Chargers.
That's another thing. The fact that GSP even has chargers, but that's a whole conversation for another time.
Right. Like I don't really need to get into Cop City right now because
Hashtag
no.
defund the police. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you come into Atlanta, that's all we got for you, baby.
Yeah.
Lots of Hennessy and lots of traffic. So please keep that shit out of here. But moving on to black, black people doing shit. Um, Jerrod Carmichael, if y'all don't know who that is, um,
It's a
black
comedian.
black comedian,
Sure.
who recently had a special, very interesting, and the way it was filmed was very interesting. If you haven't seen it, I think it's on
Mm-hmm.
HBO. He had a special come out, and in that special, he comes out literally.
Yeah.
He's like, "Bitches, I'm gay." I said, "Wow,
I'm not straight no
okay."
more. I'm
Uh,
delivered.
and so he has a new docu-series following his journey to his, getting comfortable in his skin as a black queer man in Hollywood. And all I'm gonna say is it's giving Steve Lacy. It's giving Frank Ocean. It's giving Tyler the Creator. If you know, you
Tyler the
know.
Creator was in his docu series.
If you know, you know. He's going to like the Grandmaster to learn the lessons. Because when this
Using master nesting.
sorry, he's using the final boss to learn the lessons because the girls are not happy
If you're
because they were
black,
like,
nothing
finally,
for you. There's
if you're
something
white,
for you.
something for you. Let me tell you. So in the documentary, we see Jerrod go through what every gay has to go through, which is the apps, the grid. Everybody knows the grid, and they even show a clip of it. You can see him scrolling. Um, and it seems he had a few gentlemen callers at his doorstep. All of them seeming to have passed the production or at least his team's paper bag test. And baby, none of
First of
them,
all, paper
none of
bag
them was
is
given
way
this.
too dark.
None of them were given this.
Paper
It's
bag is
given this.
generous.
They passed the palm test. That's the test they passed. Because every man that walked through that door was definitely not of color. And if they were, it was very much very minimal color because they were not melanated motherfuckers. That's all I'm gonna say. And the girls are just like, you know what? I don't know what I expected. This alt black man who's been real, like, just came out. I don't know why we all thought he was gonna give us black on black love. It was never gonna be you. It was never gonna be you. So for you to think that is crazy. But we were all kind of just like, damn, we thought.
Disappointed.
Yeah. I
I
was
will
like, okay.
say, I'm new to Jerrod Carmichael. Like I watched his special, and that's what got me into him because I really enjoyed it. Like people were like, "That wasn't comedy." I was like, "I thought that was beautiful comedy to
That's
me."
what I was saying. The reason why I enjoyed the special in itself is because like it wasn't shot like a typical like comedy special.
Not at all. He was
It felt
first of
like
all
more
sitting
of like
down.
a it felt like more of like a storytelling, and the camera was like really like close-ups galore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh, okay, this is, and that's why I enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, this is different and I like this. Felt more of like storytelling and stuff. And I'm just like, I fell in love with Jerrod when he was on his sitcom, The Carmichael Show. That's when I really was just like, oh, this dude's funny. Like, and it's not like a outwardly like haha Kevin Hart in your face funny. It's more like a subtle, like low key,
Situational and shit type comedy.
yeah. And I really enjoyed it because like, and they because they would be discussing like serious issues. I remember there was one where he was one episode was like he was a big brother. He was doing the Big Brother Little Brother program, whatever, and his little brother came out to him and told him he was trans, and
Hmm.
he kind of just like he didn't know how to react, so he just like left him at a basketball like
Left
at
that little boy. He said,
at
"I
a
gotta
youth
go get
basketball.
water,"
Yeah, I'll be right back.
and
And then
didn't
he
come
literally
back
just
for
went
like,
home.
yeah.
He didn't. He just went home and was like, I don't know how to react to this, so I'm gonna just go. And it was like, it was funny, but at the same time, it was kind of, but it wasn't in that like after school special kind of a way that like, sitcoms try to like handle serious
Like Full
issues.
House type.
Yeah, it wasn't giving. Yeah, it wasn't giving after school special like that. So I was just like, okay, this is somebody that I'm like. And then when he came out, I said, oh my god, yes, come, a rainbow flag, freak flag, come on, like we're here. I love that we're, more of us are, visible in like mainstream media and like in the space.
Mm.
But then when the trailer for the docu series came out, and I just saw him, I said, oh damn. Which I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not that.
I think like
Um,
because, you know, there's so few black gay men already in the media, it just starts to get weird when it's like so many of the
all of y'all,
visible doing well ones like are all with white people. Like it's so like, there's obviously nothing wrong with being with a white person. But when it's
preference.
like all the representation that we see continuously, there's this pattern where they all have white partners and it's like continuous white partners. It's strange because that is not the typical experience. So why is that so heavily represented?
That
So I don't
that's
feel
when
like, yeah, I don't feel like
yeah,
there's anything wrong with you thinking that's weird because that how many more people can you take seeing that?
like it's reaching a point where I'm like, I'm lucky starting to side with Cat Williams. Y'all niggas are weird. It seems like y'all make it to a certain level of fame. Y'all gotta sign a contract and it says you gotta be with a racially ambiguous person, or at least somebody who is not of the same, level of
Not a blackity
melanin.
blake 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 blake.
That's why I was so happy when the stylist, what's his name? He got a Netflix show with him and his partner, and they're both black. And I was like, oh, finally. But then literally they didn't get renewed for a second season. I was like, we were robbed.
That's what I'm saying.
Jason,
Like,
what's his name?
mm-mm.
Jason.
I just feel like there needs to
Uh,
be more. Like, if you're gonna be as big as the
Jason
Jerrod
Jason Bolden.
Carmichaels,
That's who it was.
Jason Baldwin,
Bolden. Yeah, he's a stylist and
Bolden.
he owns his own showroom and stuff, and his partner does interior design, so they kind of had like a show on Netflix. It was
Her.
really good. I loved it. I watched every episode cuz it was a
Yeah,
black
we need
queer
to
couple
highlight
and I was like,
them.
"Yes." But now that I'm like, no wonder HBO signed off on this.
Oop.
Oh my god, and then that one clip of him like rubbing on that dude's feet, I said, "Oh,
Oh, I did not see that. I think my brain just said, "Nope, check out."
yeah,
Okay, come
girl.
back.
Yeah, girl." I was
Ew.
just like, ugh.
I'm rooting for Jerrod Carmichael, but I'm also rooting for
I really feel
black
like not
gay male like celebrities with their black
black
ass
partners.
partner. Like, let's see
Shit.
that more
I
with
was just like,
HBO
okay.
level sign offs.
You know, I'm here
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
I need another Jason Bolden show because this really upset me. But then I will say though, the conversations that he was having with his family, his mom specifically, around
Mm,
like him coming out to them and their reactions, and like her literally in the trailer being like, "And Lord, we come to you today. I also just want to pray for Jerrod as, I pray that you would remove this affliction of him being attracted to other men." I said, oh,
affliction is so crazy. This is so
mama is
crazy.
like, we tell the story, like a lot of, black gay people tell the stories of like their coming out and how their parents reacted, how their families are still very much of the belief that like God is going to save them from this affliction. And it's like, people, you only hear the stories, but like seeing it like to some like to happen to somebody of that caliber of like fame is just like, oh, okay.
Like you going through that too. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna be like one of the saving graces of the show, is that like there's that aspect of like reality
Mm.
to it, and like that's not a story that we get to see often. I think, and that its highlight is great. When do you ever see like a black gay man and his black ass father in an RV traveling across the country, and him in the fucking driver's seat and passenger seat explaining what a twink, an otter, and a muscle bear are, and his dad just being like, "You're saying a lot of words to me right now that I'm not understanding." But then just to have that like that openness of conversation, I'm just like, wow,
I
it's
loved that.
beautiful. It's like
Yes.
if they had focused more on that, I wouldn't have been as mad. But then the fact that they started the actual trailer with like a
Him
good
kissing
chunk
like,
of it,
wasn't he kissing like five
five
different white men?
white people.
Like, we
Like,
just got here. I've just arrived. Please
I've
relax.
just arrived. Please, I've just arrived. And literally the only like I think black, I would say queer, but I don't know what his orientation is like the only black, I guess, alt person that he even interacts with is Tyler the Creator. And I'm like, I would have rather seen at least 20 minutes of them making out as opposed to him chomping on like five different white faces. I'm like,
Chomping
where
on
is
is
Dr.
crazy.
Where is Dr. Umar when you need him? Like, I know he would have probably been like, homosexuality is a disease perpetrated by the white man to keep the black man down.
But
Um,
once we get past that,
but once you get past that, snow bunnies never, black queens forever. you know,
honey,
I was just like, girl, wait. I would love to see Dr. Umar react to this fucking trailer.
I would not.
Can Little Yachty get him back on just to see him
He
react?
was on Lil Yachty's podcast.
Girl, yes. You haven't seen that?
Stop it. I'm
I'm
about
gonna share it with
to.
you after this. I'm gonna share with you. We'll share
Please.
it with you after this.
Please.
Yeah, he was, and it was fucking gold. It was
Oh
comedy
my
gold, bro.
gosh.
I
I
was dying
bet.
laughing the whole time. But Jerrod, I hope for your success and hopefully you find what you're looking for. I
Amen.
don't,
I wish
you
him luck
know,
with this reality show.
is it a reality show or is it a docu series?
It's
Which
a
is it?
reality show because docuseries I feel like more so look at like the past life, what made the person get to where they are now, whereas reality
Mm-hmm.
shows is kind of showing where they currently are, and it seemed to be more so where he currently is at.
Okay. Okay.
Of course,
Reality show
context,
then.
background, but yeah.
True. Well, good luck to him. I'm when I start to see these kind of things nowadays, I'm kind of the same mindset as this. Whenever I see like a makeup company not using black women or catering or at least expanding their audiences to black women or people with like multiple shades of melanin, I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just go support people who do love us and care for us. So
Okay.
I
Simply.
guess
Simply,
right.
honey. Yeah.
But I guess continuing with focusing on white people.
Make me clap my hands. Oh no. Make me clap my hands. Make me
Girl.
make me want to
If y'all have
stop.
not seen this Swedish
Stop.
choir try to do
Stop.
Stomp by Kirk Franklin and his gospel choir, his black ass gospel choir. This white ass, is it? Were they Swedish?
I think so. Let me confirm. But I
Because
feel like they were.
this video had me rolling on the floor. Baby, I sat there and watched the whole cover.
I
And
think they're German. I don't know. Somewhere in Europe.
Eastern Europe. It's giving Eastern European. Anyway, when I tell you, I was sitting there just like, I can't look away and I can't pause it, but I want to see where this goes.
Can I just play like
A
I'm gonna
quick
play the
little,
real song for just a second, and then we're gonna play their
it's
version.
literally got to be a second or else we'll be fucking. UMG likes to take shit down. I don't know if Kirk
Okay,
Franklin's
we'll just play like
associated with
a
them.
couple, and then if we talk over it, they're less strict about it. Oh yeah, UMG, honey, they already came for TikTok.
I got like 3 videos on there with no audio
Oop,
right
I
now.
forgot I have YouTube on like 2x speed.
Your ADHD ass brain. I can't. Girl, play this dance song.
So you get the
Make me,
okay,
make me.
okay. So
That's
you
what it's
hear
supposed to
that
sound like.
now.
Now let's listen to this.
Gospel music has gone too far. You think we've got too ratty with our message? Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. Now you know. Glory, glory. You better put them hands together. Act like you know up in here.
Come on, lift your voice and say, lately
I've been going through some things that's really got me down.
Put your hands together.
This accordion, whatever this is going, is sending me.
The-
Play.
I can't explain it.
Claire, no, I think this is.
Jesus, your love is it's so amazing.
I just need to get to the part because that
Oh
sent
my
me to
god. Y'all, when I tell you.
You can't see much on devil. Now you put your hands together. Have all the victory. Come on. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I'm more than a conqueror. Can I get a witness up in here?
Please, enough is enough. Oh my god. Okay, there's so many things to unpack there. All I could think about.
Like they were part of like a Yo Play commercial. That was delicious.
Oh my god. First and foremost, it's the choir, it's the whoever got the solo of doing the Kirk Franklin ad
You know it's
libs.
the director. You know she's like, oh, I got this.
She's like, oh, she's it's giving Julia Stiles in that movie. What was that called? No, my favorite is when she literally goes It's giving that. Oh my god.
What is that? Bring it on, step or nothing, step it up.
No. I gotta find
it's
it.
It's not bring it on. It's not bring it on. Step up.
No, what is it called?
Somebody
oh my god, this is gonna kill me
right now, and I wish we could hear them.
Oh, I know, y'all. I know. We hear you. Save the Last Dance. That's what it's called.
Thank you.
Yes, Save the Last Dance. Yo, when I tell you, that's what that was giving. Like that girl, she believed, that choir director believed that they were.
She sounds just like Kirk in her head.
That's Kirk. That's
just
Kirk.
Like him. Right.
That's Kirk. That's him.
She like, watch out, honey. Watch out.
What kept getting me was the laugh.
Like every ad lib, she did not miss a detail.
Baby, she had that lyric print out at choir rehearsal every motherfucking Wednesday. And she did not miss a beat.
Honey, I was like, make me wanna
stomp.
It's like, babe, this giving step at the best. We ain't seeing no
it's not stomp.
Energy, babes. I wish my choir would come and say, make
me
wanna
stomp.
Like I'm bobbing my head, honey. I'm swaying. I'm lighting a lighter, okay? And swaying to this music. I ain't stumping at nothing.
There is this weird like affinity that white people have to like see something black and feel like they can imitate. And they say imitation is the best form of flattery. That was not flattery. That was not flattery. Like, and I could but it wasn't flattery.
Said it best, I gotta give it to the black people so they make it cool, and then the white people, because then the black people will be done with it forever. I was like, yeah.
Literally, because I saw, and it just, what this reminds me of? Have you ever seen Hairspray the musical, the movie? with like John Travolta, Queen
I've seen
Latifah.
clips. Oh,
You know when they
Grease.
no, girl. There's Grease and then there's Hairspray.
I've
It's
seen
about the big
clips.
girl who just want to dance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
hmm Zac Efron is in it, and Amanda Bynes.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, there is a specific scene, and those who know this movie know what I'm talking about, where the TV show, it's like American Bandstand, and if you know what that is, it's like MTV before like the 50s, or like, yeah. And so it was back during like segregated America, Southern America, and Detroit specifically. And they would have like a Negro Day on the show. So it was like where it was a black host and a black dance crew and cast, and they would like sing the songs that are like on the top 40 billboards and stuff. And the kids would like do covers. And on one of the episodes, or like in the movie, they went on one of the Negro Days, they did a song called Cadillac Car, and it had soul, it had flavor. Like there was, the way black people, we put our stink on something. And so when the show, when the I there is kind of a thing on the show that they like the black people would do it, but then the white people would do it and just make it more palatable for the mainstream. So they did the same thing. And like it was like a soft cover, and there was like a white boy with a guitar on a Cadillac convertible like on the set. And he was singing, "Got me a Cadillac, 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 got me a Cadillac car." But if you like literally, and it was like a cut to kind of a scene, and they did the same thing with another song on there, the New Girl in Town. Then, and you probably see like the TikTok trend, the new girl in town has a guy on the string. Like that was like the black girl singing it. But then when the white girls were singing it, they were like, the new girl in town has a guy on the string. Like, and it was not giving flavor. And it was just like that, watching that video reminded me of that. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's still very much going on. Yeah.
And it feels like it's been trending a lot more on my timeline. I don't know if it has been for you, but it started with that video. Then it was followed by, I saw some like white people doing I don't want to be culturally insensitive and say the wrong thing. The Habesha community.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they do the
Ethiopia.
in Ethiopia,
Oh
they do like
yes.
the
Honey,
shoulder.
them shoulders be moving.
Babe, break your like fucking
In
collarbone
my
trying to
head,
do.
honey, I'm part Ethiopian because I feel like I can.
Yeah. I saw these white people doing that, and I was like, what the fuck? And and don't get me wrong.
Why'd you sound like this song? What the fuck? God damn, I know. You know that vine with what's his name?
Go sleep, buddy. What the fuck? Yes, with DC Young Fly. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. What the fuck? But I saw that video, and don't get me wrong, they weren't doing the dance bad. It was good. They were like killing. They got the moves, like they was breaking their collarbones.
Oh,
but I was just like, what led you to want to A, learn this dance, B, record it, and C, put it on the internet?
Because
like, why?
They love to see us and copy us, and then
it was just weird. Then it was followed by, I saw a white man making Ethiopian food, like he was making injera, and I was like, okay, I mean, I guess. And then this was what like checked it off for me, and I'm like, my timeline is trying to tell me something. I saw a white woman teaching Bollywood dance music. She had her studio linked, so I went to go click it. It said Madison, Wisconsin. I said,
would she be in India doing this?
What are you doing in Madison, Wisconsin? Like teaching other white people Bollywood dances. I don't know. I don't bring back gatekeeping. I'm sorry. And y'all, and I know y'all love to like, yes, white boy, you better kill it, Trevor. You better kill it, Stacy. Like y'all love to, hand clapping, woo, whenever a white person is doing the fucking bare minimum, outside of their, traditional, cultural, racial, whatever. Y'all love to see that shit. Y'all clap and be like, oh my God, yes. And y'all shoot
Invited
these
to the
people.
barbecue, you're invited to the cookout
Oh,
immediately. We
they,
need you. We need you.
they love to do that. And I'm like, no, we need to gatekeep some shit. I'm sick. I'm sorry. It makes me uncomfortable when I see it. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
what connection do you have to this to make you want? Like, I get food and music and dance are universal language, blah, 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 blah. But there's some shit that I'm just like, nah, y'all good. We gave y'all Zumba.
You can't keep.
Was that not enough? Y'all
Honey,
can
what did
have
Solange
Zumba
say? This is for
for
us.
us.
Some you can't touch. I think it's just, we have to factor in the historical of it, the history of it all, of white
Okay.
people seeing something that they like from us and taking it, and historically it's been violently that they've done this. So I think it'll always, our brain will always kind of side eye when we see white people doing something that was once just ours, because every time they've come over and been interested in our people, it's always ended up fucking us over and putting them on a platform. Like Miss Mama's, some white woman has like a whole NFL deal now where like it's like you can wear NFL fashion, like wear jerseys as dresses.
Yes.
And it's like, oh,
I'm
black
like,
women have been doing this for
we've been
over
doing
20
this.
years.
We've been doing this
over
since the
20.
90s.
This is very, like, I remember
This
growing
ain't
up
new.
and seeing this, like, but it's just like they see what they like from us, they take it and they leave us out of it. So it doesn't matter if it's something harmless like dancing and food, when there's so many other examples that can be used that actually harm us or keep us in the same like state that we're in right now, when all we're trying to do is elevate to where you hoes are at, but y'all are coming down, taking from us and going back up without us, and it's not fair.
And I think that's the factor that like bugs me the most, is because whenever it ends up on my For You page, it's most likely because it's like gained some momentum and traction. And it's like, because my For You page is very black, on TikTok at least. And like when I'll see them, I'll be like 500,000 views, likes, like, and I'll just be like, there is a Habesha girl in Atlanta doing these same dance moves, cooking the same food, representing her culture, been doing this since before 2019, but she does not have. But because this random ass white girl and her white friend or her white brother or whoever this man was, they did this.
Can also do it.
They've now and like, because they gain, and I think that's the factor for me that is always like in the back of my head I'm thinking about, is because it's like, I know for a fact there is a choir out there who's done a better version of this and sounds 10 times as close to Kirk Franklin and his band.
Shout out to God's Property.
Yeah, like,
pod, yeah.
And like they haven't gotten the trend, and I'm sure they probably post their videos, and I'm sure again there's probably a black woman who has a jersey business and has been making and selling XL jerseys for girls to wear as dresses since like 1990s.
Talk about
but
it.
because they don't have commercial success, or because they're not of a certain complexion, because they're not fucking like it's something new.
You're not the neutral, so we can't.
And I think that's the thing that, like, when I see stuff like this going viral, it bugs me, is because I know the attention and the money is not going to those who live this and are a part of this every day. Because at the end of the day, like, the white choir could easily go back to doing hymns. Oh, I mean, that precious Lord. Like, they can go back to that. Whereas it's like, nah, was it Church of God in Christ, Kojic Mass Choir is doing this in Alabama every Sunday, babes.
Eating it up.
They Bing grew up in this.
Baptist Church down the street has been
like Holy Ghost Choir is fucking this up every Sunday. Y'all did it for a cute little, and y'all went like. So that's what bugs me about this the most.
No, that's so fair. I understand that. Yeah.
But moving on to other white people who love to steal shit. Oh my god, the royal
Oh,
family, girl.
please, no more. Oh.
Other white people who love to steal shit. The royal family is under fire.
What
Produce
is your
this white woman.
what is your
Produce.
prediction? Where
Oh,
is Kate Middleton?
what's my conspiracy
We
theory?
should do this as like a forget the 9 month cruise. Let's do this. Kate Middleton part one. Where is Kate Middleton part one?
Wait, pause. I need to find. I gotta find the. I gotta get the audio to the newscast audio, the BBC newscast audio.
Do
This
they
is BBC
have
News. I gotta find it. I gotta do it. But just so we can do. Here is your weekly Where is Kate update
Yeah.
with your hosts Brian and Wangeshi.
Yes.
What's my conspiracy theory? I think she got the BBL, ran away with Pete Davidson, and is currently preparing for the next season of The Masked Singer.
Why
I
was that the
think
most unhinged prediction I've ever heard, and I've been
what?
scrolling on Twitter.
No,
all
that
the time.
that somebody literally said no, because I got that from somebody on Twitter. They were like, because they literally combined all the conspiracy theories. Because their theory has been she got a BBL.
I love that.
She's gonna be on the next season of The Masked Singer. She cut her bangs too short and she's growing them out.
That's so real. That is so real.
That one I could believe. I'm
That's
like
the
a
most
white.
believable.
I know there's a white girl who's done that, who's just disappeared from the face of the earth for like 3+ months and been like, I'm not coming out. My bangs are too short. I'm
You're
not.
not about to see me like this with these.
Like, unless you know her
fascinating-
personally and you see her on a daily basis, that girl is not being seen by any of her friends. So that's why I'm like, that could be one theory, and I'm so here for it. But if y'all don't know what we're talking about, Miss Kate Middleton, girl, has been missing in action since December.
She's Sussex. Is that what she is?
No.
Or Cambridge?
She's princess. I think she's princess now. Is she not?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, because Queen
She's-
Elizabeth died?
I think so. Her title. She got moved up on the title.
Can we
She
talk
got a-
about this timeline? Queen Elizabeth died
Okay.
in 2022.
So the queen dies, right? Lizzie's in a box. Lizzie's in a box. Like, queen dies.
Yeah, we all were here for that, right?
Queen dies. Charles ascends the throne. Everybody's like, Camilla will never be my queen. She is never gonna be the one. Period.
So
Right.
Camilla is the new wife of Charles after Diana.
Yes.
Diana.
Yes, Princess Diana. So Camilla's title is officially Queen Consort, or as the streets have uply named her, Queen of the Side Chicks. So she
Is he
so
the
they-
one? I'm so sorry for all these questions. Can I raise my hand? Is
Yes,
he
class.
The one where Prince Charles was texting her, talking about her tampon.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. It's like, I wish I was a sanitary napkin inside you right now.
I'm sorry. I asked.
Yeah. So yes, Queen Consort, because they get the coronation happens, whatever. Months later, so let's get into Kate after this. So Kate first, I think it was like in October, maybe September, she's seen in public with like bandages on her fingers. And they're just like, oh, okay, that's weird. Is she okay? No one makes a comment about it, but there's pictures of her out there like that. December comes, was the last public sighting. Because the family always does like a church on Christmas Day. So they did church on Christmas Day. They did like the photo walk where they say hi to everybody. And they go back to Sandringham House for Christmas. That was the last public sighting of this woman. That we are confirmed, and it was her.
December.
December.
Damn.
And for a white woman like her to not be seen for almost 3 months, something's up. So then January rolls around, and they had plans to be in Italy for like a tour, and they had a lot of like charity engagements planned or whatever. January hits, no one has seen her. Apparently they announced that somebody said that they saw like a car with an ambulance with like police or like official royal escort going to a private hospital in London. No comment from the palace. A couple of days later, they're saying Kate had abdominal surgery, and it was planned, but she's going to be out of it for a couple of months until Easter.
So this is
We're
where they
like,
get the British butt lift theory from.
right. This is where the butt lift comes from. So they say this surgery was planned, but a week before they like a scheduled charity event, they canceled everything in her calendar for the next 3 months. They're like, if this abdominal surgery was scheduled and you knew she was going to be out for 3 months, why have her booked for all these charity things? That's weird. Like, the royal family, if anything, is very diligent about their schedules. If somebody says they're going to be off, you don't see them. And if you do see them, it's because the press or the royal family wants you to see them. So she's in the hospital. None of her friends knew about this. None of her family knew about this. None of her family come to visit her during the stay in the hospital. And I think Prince William came once. Mind you, your wife just had abdominal surgery. You came to visit her once. That's weird. That's weird. So she's in the hospital, right? They're saying she's going to be laid up there she's recovering. Charles, I think, comes to see her with Camilla at the hospital. But those are the only people that were photographed going in and out of this London private hospital. Then Charles comes out. He has cancer. We're like, wait, what? Weird. So Charles is out. Kate is out. Who's left to take up? William or Queen Consort, Queen of the Side Chicks, Camilla.
Oh.
So Camilla's now like, doing her role as Queen Consort. She's doing all the appearances, all the engagements. She did like, I think they said like a 16 or something appearances. And after 16, she put out an announcement. She was like, I'm not doing anymore. They said, girl, this is all
appearances.
Yes. People were just like, girl, you literally like you did it.
Job.
Like, you knocked out Diana. The queen is dead. The king or Prince Philip is dead. Charles is laid up in the hospital with cancer. Kate's quote unquote had surgery. You are literally it. What do you mean? Like, you've been wanting this, because everybody's always been like, Camilla just wants to be queen. I'm like, girl, you got queen, and now you stepping away.
This 20 years ago, not now. I'm retired.
Because they're like deep in like their senior citizen ages. So then William is like by himself now. I guess I don't know if he's taking care of the kids or whatever's going on. So there's that.
They got hella nannies.
But at the same time, there's been a lot of rumors circulating that William has a mistress. And he been fucking the mistress.
Like son?
Apple does not fall far from the tree. So then Kate's in the hospital for like a couple of weeks. Then the palace makes the announcement she's back home. We're like, wait, what? But she never left the hospital. There is the way the media in the UK loves the royal family and loves to photograph every single aspect of their life. That hospital was surrounded with media and photographers. But did nobody get a picture of her leaving? How?
And that's crazy.
Because apparently they said they sent her home to recover at home. She's going to be recovering at home after surgery. How? Mm-hmm. What do you mean? And nobody got this on camera? Weird. Right? Really weird. But while all this is going on, William has not said a peep, not a word. And then I think there was he put out a statement or something, but they only put it out with like his monogram, the W, but not the typical like Windsors or like, that they have for her and him. Because, the Carrie and Meghan have the Sussexes. Because that's how they sign a lot of their statements. It's the Sussexes or whatever. But this didn't come from the Windsors. It just said W. And a lot of people are saying, oh, interesting. So then comes out the picture of Kate and her mom in the Range Rover coming or whatever. The real grainy photo. And everybody's like, That's weird because ain't no way that's Kate in that seat and her mama driving. Her mom is very seen clearly, but is it Kate in that passenger seat? We don't know. The picture's so grainy, we don't know. Then comes the photo of of her with her kids during
Yes,
UK
let's talk
Mother's
about
Day.
it. Yes.
Baby, I
Cause
was like, this. They said AP and was it Reuters had to come out and said we are putting out an official kill notice on this photo. Apparently, the AI testing was like how much of it was AI, how much of it was human. It said 71% was AI, and then I think what 20-something% was
authentic.
human.
They
They
had
said,
to
babe,
put in the real hands because AI be struggling with them hands and teeth.
okay. So then that picture comes out, and everybody's like, this shit is photoshopped to bits. Ain't no way that's really her. And another thing, she in the picture, she's not wearing a wedding ring. And if you know anything about Kate, she is wearing that Princess Diana sapphire blue engagement ring on her finger. She is gonna let it be known I am the daughter-in-law of Miss, like, I am wearing her ring, her engagement, like, because that ring has a lot of, like, sentimental value. So she gonna wear that ring, but in this picture she's not wearing a ring. Is it because the ring was photoshopped out, or because this picture wasn't like authentic 100%? We don't know. So the picture comes out. AP and Reuters are like, nope, kill photo. This is too photoshopped. We're not keeping it. Then puts out a statement
Kate
saying,
puts out
hey
a
guy,
statement.
is it Kate?
Allegedly.
I just said allegedly. There's a statement that gets put out that's like, apparently this is, hey guys,
I'm a graphic designer now.
I'm just a
Actually.
girl just playing around with Photoshop. I'm like, girl, you could have did this shit on Facetune. Like, you could have, I don't know.
Yeah. I
Which
recently got my Creative Cloud suite, and I just was like on Adobe Illustrator, just like in Photoshop,
having my
just
fun,
yeah, grand old
having a
time.
key. And
Sign
people are just like, what? Girl, you are the royal family. You telling me you couldn't get a photographer to come over, take a picture, and edit it for you?
Miss Kate is learning
You telling me,
Photoshop
Kate? You telling me this
at her
this
big
40?
age with
You
them
telling
all
me this
them
almost
kids.
40-something-year-old white girl with 3 kids got the time to sit around and play around Photoshop?
Actually, to be fair, she probably is one of the only older women with all them kids that has the time to do that. But she's a royal. She's not doing that.
She's not doing that. They have way too many people at their disposal to be able to do this for them. That's weird.
So I just thought this AI image of me. I mean, once AP and Reuters tells them, AP and Reuters don't play, honey. And they
They
allow
don't.
Photoshop because they also have like pictures of celebrities and stuff that they Photoshop. Like a little bit of Photoshop they let slide on their website.
But to the point,
But
it's so bad that they put out a kill
have to put
notice.
a kill. Honey, we said we retract this, okay, from the public. We actually never authorized this as authentic. Please, we want no
And
parts
then,
with whatever's going on in this photo.
and now Gen Z, Gen Z nowadays is the official FBI. Like, Gen Z can find a missing person from a true crime unsolved podcast. Okay, they put 2 and 2 together. So people started examining the photo. They said this looks a lot like the Vogue shoot that she did back in like 2000 something. There was even one girl who did like a fashion analysis of the outfit that Kate was wearing compared to what she was wearing like back in like November. And she was like, that's why she thinks that this picture was probably taken then. So now there's that going on. Then comes out
November?
yeah, apparently she was doing at a charity event with her kids, and she was like, maybe this picture was taken then because she's wearing the same
Oh, so
shoes
they
and
took like a picture of her then and are saying
no, they're saying that no, she was doing an outfit analysis on like the kids and Kate as well because she was wearing similar shoes to what she was wearing. And if you know one thing about Kate, sometimes baby she be having new fits for everything. And if like I think one of the things was like apparently the sweater that she was wearing, the company who makes it only makes it in one color, and Kate has already worn that one color at the charity event. So the reason why she 100% believes it was Photoshop because they definitely photoshopped that like to change the color of the sweater.
it's giving you trying to buy a shirt off Amazon, and every time you click on another color,
It
The
just looks a
model and the
little,
background changes, just the color, just the color is different.
and you'd be like, oh, hold up, this ain't. Yeah, that's exact. She was like, that's exactly what it's giving. So that photo is like comes out, and they're like, whatever. Kate puts out her statement. People are like, girl, ain't no way you just, just a girl on Canva just doing your thing. You're a marketing girl on Canva. Like, what? Come on now.
Yes.
Then that's followed up by the Spanish reporter coming out with his crazy story. I can't remember what the specifics were, but there was a Spanish like, and she was saying my source is very, very like, you know, good um on what I'm putting out, and like this is like legit coming from the horse's mouth apparently.
What they say?
I gotta remember what that Spanish reporter said, but I can't. I
Can I
remember I had
cannot
it.
you do that, and I'm gonna give my theory on what's
Okay.
happening. Okay, first of all, if you haven't watched The Fall of the House of Usher, this is spoilers. So this is your warning.
I'm
I
dead. Not
fully
the fall of the House of
believe
Usher.
this is the fall of the House of the Royal Palace with that same storyline. Somebody in their generation made a deal with the devil babes, because in The Fall of the House of Usher, the dad made a deal. These two siblings made a deal with the devil, and they were like, "We'll get." And the devil's like, "You can get all your riches, the wealth, the fame, everything that you want, but as soon as it's time for you to die, so does your whole family." And I feel like, and that means like all of your children, all of your lineage is falling down with you, baby. Once Elizabeth left this building that we call Earth,
Crumble.
has been
Crumble.
crumbling.
Let it fall.
Like the timeline you just gave is so crazy. Like she dies, and then finally, after how long, Prince,
70 something years.
what's his name?
Charles.
Charles finally gets to be king. He gets cancer. His side chick gotta like now step up. She tired. She don't even want to do this. Prince William is over here being accused of being a woman beater and a cheater.
And he
His
apparently he
wife.
likes allegedly he likes being pegged as well by his mistress.
Okay, well that's whatever. But and then his wife is nowhere to be found. Your grandson and his half black wife, which to them is like
They pieced out.
that
They're
is
the
a
only
moral
ones.
like failing to them, that her being half black. So that's also another just notch of their downfall. They've done left the whole royal family like it's falling apart. It's crumbling. It's the fall of the crown. So
And
that's my theory. I think, I don't know if it was Queen Elizabeth that made a deal with the devil. It might have been her daddy, her daddy's daddy. But they made a
no,
deal
it
with the
was.
devil.
I
And
don't
this
think
shit is falling
it
apart.
wasn't her. It wasn't her daddy's daddy, because if you know the line of succession, it was supposed to be her uncle who was supposed to be king, but he wanted to be with a divorced woman, and at that time, that was like, no, a future king of England cannot be somebody who is of the
With,
Church of England cannot be the head of the Church of England cannot be with somebody who's been divorced, right?
oh. Mm-hmm.
And so he was given the choice. He was like, you can either marry her or abdicate the throne and not be king. And he was
Girl,
like,
you chose love.
He chose
He didn't
love.
make that deal.
It
The
wasn't
uncle didn't
him.
make that deal, but his brother might have.
His brother then becomes king, and guess what? The brother has a speech impediment. You ever seen the movie The King's Speech? It's about Queen Elizabeth's dad. He had a speech
So their
impediment.
daddy made that
He had a
deal.
stutter. And then he ended up dying of like I think lung cancer because he smoked a lot or something like that. And then she becomes queen. She made the deal. I think she made the deal because to serve on a throne, as long as you have to be the longest reigning monarch in Europe.
Fact. Honey, shaking hands with Adolf Hitler. And only just recently died. That's
Like,
so
she
crazy.
remembers World War II, like, because she was actively in, like, girl, what? That's crazy. So, but okay, back to the timeline. So the Spanish reporter puts out a story saying that Kate is in a medically induced coma, and she has reliable sources. Yeah,
That
reliable
actually sounds like
sources.
reliable. I mean, realistic. I mean,
She's in a medically induced coma after her surgery. And that's when people are just like, oh, that's crazy. Because guess what happens? The palace comes out and responds and said that is not true. And one thing the royal family has been known to never do is respond to rumors. So
Mm.
that's why a lot of people are just like,
Stop
oh, this
spreading
is definite. Rumors
rumors
around.
around. Stop
Stop
spreading the
spreading the lies. Come on, LPDZ.
lies.
Um, so yeah, that's what. So she comes out and says that, and people are, and like the royal family was like, no, she's not in a medically induced coma. And so then the picture comes out of like William and supposedly somebody who might be Kate in a Range Rover, I think leaving one of the Kensington Palace. But then people were like, oh, the bricks don't match in the picture to the bricks on like the outside of the car. Then there's like this weird, like you only see her from her side profile, and it's a very small glimpse of her side profile. And people are like, no, she's. And then apparently the photographer who took the picture came out and said, yes, I did take this picture. It has not been edited or photoshopped. She's not in there. I didn't even know she was in the car when I took the picture. I thought I was just getting a picture of William. Um, and so now it's just like, what the fuck is going on? And then just
Where's
recently, this.
BBC music? Actually, we need some Law and Order music. Dun dun.
Dun, dun. And so, like, that's why, like, now everybody's like, produce this white woman. Where is she at? It's
That's
giving Gone
crazy.
Girl. It's giving Gone Girl. They're saying
I mean,
apparently William was allegedly physically assaulting Catherine to the point where, like, she had to be, she can't physically be seen until
hospitalized.
she's healed. There's
Um,
the medically induced coma theory. There's also the theory apparently Kate was, she was a match for Charles's whatever part of his body, like, apparently got cancer and she had to give it up. They harvested
that
her
might
organs or some
be
shit.
my father-in-law's keeper.
Bruh. Okay. But my favorite theory has to be, and I think this is the one that's probably, if it's not the coma, then it might be this. There's a theory saying that the mistress is pregnant, and Kate is sick of William and this mistress nonsense. And she's trying to show him how much, if he were ever king, he would need her publicly for people to be like on his side if it was ever to come out that him and his mistress were over here having a baby. And so she's like staying put and refusing to do any more engagements, and she's holding out to be queen. Because honestly, baby, all that's got to happen now is Charles says has to be like, I can't do this no more. I got to focus on trying to get healthy. I got cancer, baby. I'm out. And he's got to,
Mm.
pass it on to his son. And that's all that's got to happen. And boom, she queen. And she like, okay, period. Go fuck whoever you want. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm queen. Purr.
Purr, big
That's
purr.
that's like one of my like more plausible theories on like what actually happened.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
But somebody said it was the funniest thing. It was like a picture of like Kate and the alleged mistress next to each other at some event, and they were like, I mean, I would gone girl hit my ass too if I found out that this bald ass motherfucker I'm married to fucking was fucking the horse version of me. I said, what? Horse version is crazy.
The horsehair version is extremely wild.
Yeah.
What
And
is this
apparently
little girl? Calling her
she
a little
but
girl.
she's not a little girl, she's a grown woman who apparently has like an official like title. She's like Marchioness of something because she's married to
Oh,
the
she's the one married to like a 69-year-old, even though she's like 39.
I'm like, girl, you have a title, you have money, you have a beautiful home, you doing this for that bald ass motherfucker?
She wanted a man her age. Her husband is approaching 70.
But even the man her age don't even look his age.
Does he look better than Prince
That's the
William?
tea. Her
Does he
husband,
look? Hmm.
I don't know,
Let's let
let's
the
find
people
out.
decide.
If y'all think what's her name looks like, if Prince William really does look her age. Yes, the Marchioness of Cholomondeley, girl. Her
What?
name is Sarah Rose Hanbury. She's a British model. You know, the UK has interesting specifications for model.
Oh, she's a model.
Apparently, It literally on her Google it says British model, not the cut doing a whole thing with her. It literally says the cut did a story, and it literally says, "Who is Rose Hanbury, and why can't Kate escape her?" Now they doing a profile on this
Okay,
girl.
her husband is 63.
Yeah, so the tweet was,
You know,
"I
he doesn't
too
look
would do."
terrible for 63.
He does it, and they're in this beautiful
Especially
home
for a
together.
Caucasian. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the tweet. "I too would do a Gone Girl if my bald ass husband cheated on me with someone who looked exactly like me but horsier." No,
Exactly
because her.
like me, but horsier is so nasty.
You know what? She's stupid because I'm looking at this man now. I'd ride it out, babe. Because at the end of the day, if he dies, you still get to keep a title
Right.
and you still get a little something.
Hmm.
But the house that they get to live in is so beautiful. I'm like, she fucking up. She look. You got as close as you could to like
This is
blue
her,
blood
y'all.
royalty. Girl, your phone is not working. Like
My phone's
that
on
man.
5%. She's barely holding on.
Like
This is Miss
not
Sarah Rose for the visual girlies.
Sarah. She's not ugly,
She's not.
but she's also not Kate. I see it.
She's not Kate.
And I remember I remember being up during their wedding and being like, I want to watch. I was probably more excited for Harry and Meghan's than I was for William and Kate's. But I will say, when I saw her, I was like, damn, okay.
Okay, Harry or
But then
William.
apparently, she's 40. That's crazy. Not in her
How old
30s
is
at
Kate?
all.
Kate is 40, right?
I think Kate is around 40,
42
but
or
her
something
husband,
at least.
yeah, but her husband, David George Philip, um, is a viscount. Oh God, Jesus, that's a long ass fucking
Okay, we're
name.
getting too deep into the
Anyway,
British Parliament.
oh, but
Whatever
sorry,
shit.
I was saying Rose Hanbury's husband, David, the 63-year-old. Apparently he also is cheating on her.
I don't
At
doubt
this
it.
point, I think they were just like, fuck it. You can have
I don't
him,
think
I'll
any
have
of them really
whoever.
care about. Yeah.
Baby, if I was me, I would have been. If it was me, I would have been Rose. I would have been Rose in that damn house, salt burning the fuck out that motherfucker, dancing around naked. Because that's my fuck the king. That nigga is not even that cute. Not that cute.
Actually,
So,
that's
but
why she needs to be fucking him because you got your 63-year-old man cheating on you, babes. Go fuck what you want.
I guess
Hashtag
if that's your
justice for
tea,
Rose Sarah.
we're advocating for the side chicks now. Wow,
Yeah. Fuck it.
we here for it.
Say, I
Okay,
wonder what she thinks of me when you're home alone.
I know.
I'm still on your brain and you can't wait for me to come home.
All right, girl, we're
Yeah.
gonna get copyrighted.
She needs to put on her Chloe and Halle. I wonder what she
Do you
thinks of
ever
me
wonder?
and get
Do you
cute.
ever wonder
Like,
who else is
who else
fucking
is
your
fucking
man?
your man? Your booty like this.
I know Kate I know Kate be playing that audio. I know she got secret social media. She is watching all of
She be
this
twerking
somewhere
that
and
thing
just
in the mirror like, now I can't trust you better than I can fuck you. Can you see what the body do? Can you see what the body do? The body do, yeah.
Anyway, on that note, let's go ahead and get into what's in and what's out. What's in, what's out for you, girl?
Oh my God, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
What's in for me, para me, is that routine, honey. I'm loving having a routine. You know me. You know, I just love having normalcy in my life. And it turns out I just needed a job to bring that to me, you know. What's in
I just needed to be
is,
employed.
yeah, just regular employed. Also, routine checks. Like, wow, so y'all don't just get paid like batches at once.
And
You're
have
like,
to figure out how to make that
fun.
shit stretch into your next job.
That's fun. Like, y'all just get paid every week. That's so crazy. Like, that's so crazy. But yeah, the routine of it all is like, oh, this is cute for right now, check back in 7 weeks. I don't know. But right now it's very cute. Every couple weeks I got to do something new. Like right now, this is my routine. And then in 3 weeks, my routine will be something else. But I'm loving, yeah, the routine of it all. I'm not loving what's out is inactivity. Okay. Desk jobs are very,
Mm.
very sedentary. And I hate
And bad for your
that
health.
so much. Like, I was like, my goal for myself is 80K steps a week, and I'm struggling to get 10K. Like, I have to come home and like run like my life depends on it because I'm at 5K steps.
Oh, listen, I'm
Like,
telling you
it's
that I'm telling
crazy.
you this right now. See if like I keep telling you, you need to ask and advocate for them to give you the proper supplies to do your job and stop using your own. But if you're gonna do your, if you're, since you are only gonna be like in office technically for like a couple of what is it, like 2 months out of
Weeks at a
the,
time.
okay, girl, get a walking pad. Get a
Yeah, I want a
walking
walking
pad.
pad and a standing desk
Get a
because
walk.
y'all are not about to mess up my health and wellness so
I
I can
just
sit all
I'm
day.
Hey, get on TikTok Shop. Get you a walking pad, girl.
I'm not
Change
getting
your
it
life.
myself. Not
Oh,
getting it myself.
are you gonna try and
But
get it your
yes,
job? You know,
just know I'm not
that's
getting it
probably
myself.
what I should have done with my stipend for work. When they asked me, what do you need to set up your office? I should have probably asked for a walking pad.
Mm.
Damn,
And
I
the
fucked
standing
up.
desk, there's the ones where you can adjust it and it just
No, I
goes
have
up. Press
one.
a button. Oh,
I have one. I don't need that. I just need a walking pad now.
yeah. Yeah,
Or,
keep moving.
yeah, that's, or one of those like steppers. The one that like
Yeah,
move
I
your,
love a good stepper because it's like a little mini elliptical. And to me, ellipticals are better than treadmills. So, yeah. But
aren't they
yeah, that's
always?
very out for me. This laziness, like my average is dropping. Like, it's very sad to see.
I know you saw it in that first week. You were like, what?
Oh my God, like, what the fuck? Like, I need to be up. I
What
need
is
to be
going
standing.
on?
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
crazy. But I'm gonna
it's
make
not
some
great.
shake. I'm gonna figure it out. What
I know
about
you
you,
will.
friend? What's
Um,
in, what's out for you?
what's in for me is sexual liberation. Removing all stereotypes and stigmas when it comes to being somebody who's free with your body.
Mm,
It's not that I'm a whore.
like
I
to
just enjoy
fuck.
sex.
Yes.
And what's wrong with that? If I'm being safe and careful and, I'm getting tested every 3 months, and it's, I'm asking the sexual health of my partners, like, what are their statuses? So it's like, what's wrong with that? So, um, not to use this, I'm very much in my whore era.
I love that.
I
Reclaiming your
think,
time, honey. Reclaim the fucking statement.
and the way this weather is going,
It's only just beginning. I know that's right.
what? It's gonna be a very interesting
Baby, do you
summer.
see
It's
outside
gonna
our windows right now? Like, the sun is sunning. I'm definitely going on a walk
so
after this. Do you want to join? I mean,
from
virtually? Virtual walk together.
girl, no, that COVID ass activity. No, but that's what's in for me. What's out is shame.
mm.
Um, I know before I said like let me okay, let me say this. I've said before that we need to bring back shame, but that's only because people need to be shamed of what they post on the internet. But what's out for me currently is feeling shame for doing something that societally is very not looked upon with great, affinity. Um,
Like your sexuality, or what is it?
yeah,
Your sexual
yeah,
freedom? Mm.
all of that, everything.
Mm.
I'm just like, I'm no longer allowing shame to enter. My shame monster is not entering my headspace anymore. I
Period.
used to be like, oh, I used to be a very much like guilty and I feel like a lot of shame for doing certain things. And I'm just like, fuck that. Why? Life's short. The
Why?
world's about to end.
Yes. Yes.
We're all we're all on a floating fucking marble in space headed towards a fucking ball of fire. And all of this apparently is gonna end one day. So what's the point? You
Right.
know? I'm no longer allowing myself to feel shame for the things that I desire and the things that I want. So
I
that's my
love
out.
that.
It's
That
been a
is beautiful.
very introspective. So yeah. But with that said, girl, that's the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed.
Yes.
I hope y'all liked our un unwarranted opinions.
Riverside.
You know, we love to tell people what we think. So I hope y'all
Yeah. And
enjoyed it
if y'all
and
made it this
feel,
far, you're a real one. We had to make it a little extra long because of the break.
because we missed a week.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
wasn't our fault. Life was lifing.
Right.
But with that, no, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, do all the good shit. Tune in every other Wednesday on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever podcasts are found. We're probably there, y'all. Anything else? Don't forget to follow us on social media,
Yeah. Comment
Instagram,
below. If you
TikTok.
have something to
Comment
DM
below.
us, just comment
Listen,
it. Just comment it.
comment your theories on where y'all think Kate is. I want to hear
Oh,
the most
yeah.
outlandish ones. Give me comment if you're watching on YouTube or like Apple Podcast or something, please comment on this specific episode and tell us what your theory is on where you think Kate is. I
Even if
want to
you don't
read.
even know anything about the royal family, just be like,
I don't
she
give a
is
fuck. I'll be like,
somewhere. Honey, she's in space. She's doing the newest NASA rocket launch.
I want to hear the most craziest ones. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. It's been real.